If you look at the Democratic Party, it's like if I were involved in that world, I'd have a really hard time. A really hard time,
Oh, God.
right?
Can you
Put the
imagine?
blinders on. Don't think for yourself. Walk in lockstep with everyone. I'd have a real hard time with that, and I couldn't stay in an environment like that. And I look at those people and I say, where's their moral compass that's allowing them to vote against their inner guidance, right? Vote against their morals, and they just do it for the notoriety, the fame, the money, whatever their reasoning is. And it's like you could put all that aside and go against who you really are. That's strange to me. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so and I have a bigger deal with the Republicans, the ones that pretend because I can't imagine pretending that I was supporting and doing something for you when I knew the whole time I'm doing exactly the opposite.
Right.
That's just so deeply evil. And I know I'm on an island with that when I say Rhino Republicans to me are more evil than Democrats because at least the Democrats disclose who they are.
Yep.
So that's I know that's me. That's just my opinion. But it's to me that's the epitome of evil when, they're whispering sweet nothings in your ear and then they're knifing you in the kidney. It's
Yep.
just crazy.
Two words, Mitch McConnell.
Oh,
Enough
yes,
said. Right?
yes. There's a there's the lot or the high heel wearing one in South Carolina.
Sorry, guys. My cough is not quite gone yet. Working on that one. So there's breaking news out of Texas. If you're interested in Texas, Federal
I love
Appeals Court
Texas.
reverses a judge ruling allowing Texas immigration law that allows police to arrest illegals. They gave it a stay. Unless the Supreme Court steps in, they can arrest them now. Isn't that cool? This is what
Yeah,
they
it is.
wanted to do. They put this out, and then the judge said, no, 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 you can't do it. And the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals granted a temporary stay of a federal judge's decision to put a Texas law allowing police to arrest illegals on hold for 1 week. The appeals court ruling will stay in place unless the Supreme Court intervenes by March 9th. Think they'll
So the
intervene?
way I don't know. I actually think this is going to go through because I think it's going to be a clash between local police and the Border Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I believe is going to happen is they're going to try to get them deported, right?
Right.
I don't know if they can use ICE for that because I believe ICE, it has to be a documented um,
Let's
person.
just say it. Ice is on ice, right? They're not using
Right.
them. They're not doing
They're
what they're,
not.
yeah.
So then what happens is during that week, the expectation is for them to drive them or the Border Patrol to pick them up. It doesn't matter because all they're doing is processing them and putting them out
They're,
again.
yeah, letting them go again. Yep.
So to me, all this would be a 1 week delay. I don't, again, it's another thing that optics makes a Rhino Abbott look good, but it probably has no teeth when it comes down to it. And I know very people are very excited about this, and I'm not trying to bust anybody's bubbles. I just want to think logically, what happens after that week? They're not they have to be processed federally, right? And okay, so do you think that the local police are just going to set them on the other side of the border? Great, they'll just walk back over if that's the case.
I'll have to drive them to
So
New
I don't
Mexico border and drop them off that way.
Right, exactly. So I don't see that happening. So we have to pay it. This would be one to pay attention to because I
Right.
have a feeling it would be a clash between local police and the Border Patrol.
Well, this
We'll
is the
find
next
out.
step, right? This is the next step in the ongoing clash, if you will,
It
between
is.
Texas and the federal government.
Now, this is the law that Abbott signed in over a month ago
Right.
that I ripped him apart for,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Because he put a month hold on it, which I thought was unnecessary. And of
Well,
course,
it's
oh, by
supposed to
the
go
way,
into effect March 5th. I think it goes into effect tomorrow.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you remember what I said right after he put this law in effect, I said, you will now see a massive flow into Texas between that date and March 5th. Huh.
Did
I'm
we
sorry,
see
what
that?
happened?
Of course we did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord, go back, guys. Go look. It's on film or tape or whatever we call that stuff
Yep.
nowadays. It's on a digital disc, but it's on our Rumble channel. I said the problem with this law is everybody's lauding Oh, Abbott, you're so amazing for putting this law. Go great. He should have enacted it right away. The fact that he put it, was it a 30 or 45 days on it?
Yeah, it was quite a ways out. Well,
But
March 5th
whatever it
was the date.
was,
Yeah.
I said, guys, you're just going to see a massive flood.
Yeah.
So what it does is it gives a flood to Texas and it gives them time, them being the cartel, to reorganize where they're going to go next.
Yep.
So everybody looks at this like, oh, this is so amazing, just like they're looking at this. It's not. They're shadowboxing with you, folks. They're playing games, right? And we buy into it all the time. I'm just saying.